Everyone probably already knows that I love villanelles. This one's, it's a French, well, in theory it's a French form, but if you actually like really read deep into the history of it, it was stolen from a very old Italian form that barely resembles the contemporary form today. But the point is it's European. You'll hear it. There's a lot of repetition in structure. So this is called, so along with the theme, it's this one's called Play Bad Poker. Because apparently nobody knows what a royal flush is. I would love to play all of you in poker. The best time to play is when you're drunk. The next best is when you're in a bad mood. Always bluff on hands you know are junk. You'll always be clear-headed in a funk. Stay in even if you viewed the turn and know it's hopeless. Play drunk or stoned. Your stack of chips has shrunk. Bet harder. Maintain the attitude of a winner. Don't fold even if it's junk. Don't watch your opponents. Plunk money down, get loud and rude. Take another shot. Get good and drunk. Raise double. Never check. Try to debunk every voice telling you the dude across from you has a hand that isn't junk. And if you lose, just blame the punk kid who won, who took it all, who screwed you over. Bet he can't play well drunk. Wouldn't have the balls to risk a hand of junk. Poker poem. I'm going to do one more from my forthcoming collection. For those of you who did not know, there is a forthcoming feminist press in Austin called Bad Weather Feminist Publishing. That's WHETHER. So it's not like the weather, it's like bad whether you like it or not. They're publishing my book, and we are currently running an Indiegogo campaign for it. It went live on Friday. We're all very excited. So I'm going to read a poem from that that fits the cosmic side of our prompt tonight. Anyone who, if you're from the Roulette and you go and you contribute to that today, I will send you a bonus surprise reward. We have lots of cool rewards, but I will send you a bonus one because you're the Roulette and I love you. So this one is dedicated to my friend Melanie. She and I have gone out to West Texas several times and waited for the wonderful Marfa lights, and I've never seen them, and I feel totally cheated because everyone who's been out there is like, "You've got to see the lights, they're great." And I'm like, why can't I see them? So this is called Waiting on the Marfa Lights. The man behind us says all you need to do is stare into the desert, as though it's all a trick of meditation. Perhaps if we didn't keep coming out in winter, we'd be more faithful. I could see waiting out an entire summer night with dessert, a blanket, a bottle of wine to sweeten my devotion. Tomorrow morning, we'll drive back to the city. I have not yet given my life to the desert.
Yeah.
Lila?
When I woke up, I was seated at a very large table, round, I think. I couldn't really tell because the lighting in the room kept going from dim to dimmer, and there seemed to be a smoke machine somewhere. I was holding 6 cards that looked a little like tarot, although they were no deck I'd ever studied. All I could think was, what? Last thing I remembered was diving into the surf off the Texas coast wearing only a grin. Now I was wearing ripped jeans and a t-shirt proclaiming me she who must be obeyed.
Oh.
This, wherever I was, certainly didn't look anything like the Gulf of Mexico. As I cautiously peered around the room, again, all I could think was, what the hell? I really didn't think I had enough to drink the night before to cause this kind of a blackout. Yeah. I'm not lying. My favorite concoction of Mexican brandy and lime were flowing freely, but not to remember anything. Sheesh. Everyone else around the table seemed at ease. They were all dressed a little differently, what I can only call costumes, all seeming from different eras. Some even looked like they were from different planets. They were all holding cards. Some had 6 like me, some more, some less. Everyone seemed to hold them very close. Some of the other people looked to be wearing clothes held together by dirt and sweat. Then there were some, such as the man seated on my left, wearing a resplendent suit of armor that should have been in a museum somewhere. Somehow I must have ended up in a science fiction convention, or maybe one of those Comic-Cons I had heard about. They were all laughing and talking, and even though I couldn't understand but maybe one word in three, the laughter was going. The young girl, I think it was a female on my right, grinned at me and said, "Don't worry, you'll get it in a while. It always takes us a bit of time to remember." Well, that's what it sounded like, but she was kind of purring and growling. "Remember what?" I asked. "Well, who we are," she answered. Since I was pretty sure I knew who I was, I wasn't too keen on asking her anything else. She was bronze, with what must have been very expensive amber cat-sized contacts and funny little tufts of hair on her pointed ears. The knight, I don't know, whatever he was, took off his helm, banged it on the table in front of him, and growled at me. "Steve!" "Oh, quiet yourself," said the cat. She laughed at him. The old man directly across from me glowered a bit and said something I didn't understand. "I'm sorry?" I asked. He repeated whatever it was, and I still didn't understand a word he said. I was confused. Where the hell was I, and what the hell was I supposed to know? I was getting ready to get up and walk out when a small person that I might have called a gnome, dressed as a jester, put a glass of wine in front of me. Everyone around me seemed relieved at the appearance of the cup. "Well, that explained it," said Miss Cat. "You haven't had your drink yet. It usually takes a few minutes, but not this long. Drink." I really had no intentions of drinking the wine or whatever it was. I was afraid I'd had way too much the night before. Cat girl grabbed it, took a sip. "See, it's fine. Drink." "Drink," growled the knight. I picked it up and sipped. Then I drank. It was good. I didn't know what it was, but it was good. Buzz of voices gradually became clear. "Well, which of us is it this time? Let me see your cards. Do we know?" "It'll be me." "I don't want to go. Task is too hard. I haven't finished here yet." "But I'm ready to go on." Cat girl grinned and said, "Let me see." Grabbed my cards and yowled when she looked at them and showed me that we each had 3 of the same ones. "We get to be companions again," she purred. "Companions? You really don't recognize me yet?" she asked. And I raised my eyebrows and shrugged. "I'm Oliver," she said. "Oliver who?" I asked. "Oliver, your cat," she said. Now I was really confused. No, I was dumbfounded. All I could think of to say was, but Oliver was a boy and he had cancer. The cat, Oliver, laughed. "You really, really need to drink the rest of that." I drank the rest. Her features shifted a little, and she wasn't my Oliver, but she was Oliver? I looked around a bit more, and the knight next to me was me. How on earth? Now I was really confused. Oliver patted me with her paw. Sighing, she said, "All of us are here because we are all important. All the parts that make up you and all the parts that make up people important to you. We all get to keep on keeping on with each other in various lives until we don't. We all do what needs to be done. We learn, we go on, then we don't. But you're a cat," was all I could say. She laughed at me. "Yeah, and a dog, and a dolphin, and your best friend on Arachne 3, and I'm a knight. Yeah, and what is Arachne 3? Well, and the vampire over there, and the gunfighter at the end of the room, and wait, I need more of that drink. And each of the cards is one of us or an aspect of us, and we get to go down in 6s and do it again. Can't I just go back to the beach at Bolivar?" I asked hopefully. "Nope, that body was cremated ages ago." I died. "Well, what did you think would happen when you went swimming out into the water and didn't come back? They didn't find your body for 3 days. You were pretty disgusting by then." I waved my hands around in front of her nose and I said, "Well, what the hell is this?" That's just what you looked like in your last life." "Oh, so how am I both a knight and a gunfighter? Way different eras. And moreover, how can I be that woman over there dressed as someone for the 2000s and me at the same time?" don't you know anything? Time is circular. Think of everything as huge intertwining spirals overlapping. What is happening now also happens in the future and the past. It's all happening at once in different dimensions and on different planes. So I'm one being with many parts leading separate lives. I needed more to drink. Really. Both the stuff in front of me and I'm not lions. Now you get it. But you aren't me. No, I'm your companion. Well, in one form or will you always be my companion? Yeah, in one form or other until we're done. And when is that? When all the cards are gone. And then what happens? Well, you'll see, she said. I'll see you around, she said as my vision faded. I was floating gently towards something I couldn't see. Whatever I was trying to remember and to say was gone. And it was on to the next adventure.
I thought that was a true story until you
Yeah, me
got to
too.
the I'm dead part.
Yeah.
Wait a